This is a clip from one of our most recent episodes. For full episodes and more, please check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher, and YourVibesPodcast.com. This episode is sponsored by Tia Armstrong with Property Place Solutions brokered by eXp. Tia is a local real estate agent who prides herself in being a value add in all her clients' real estate transactions. Whether it's an investment property or your next home, you can rely on Tia to help you with whatever you need. Check her out on her socials at Tia Armstrong or give her a call at 615-497-5336.
But yeah, and then on the sides, on the weekends, I do my candle business, Miss Daisy's All Natural Boutique. I do all natural body care, pet care, and soy candles. Everything is handmade. I use all natural ingredients. And
so tell me about that process. So I've always wondered when I'm going through and I'm sniffing candles, how do you do the scents? Like, how does that work?
Magic.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, you just do like a dance
I'm
and
a mad
chant
scientist.
over it.
come to me. So I use a couple companies that use like natural, what they call TrueSense, which are blends of natural essential oils. Because my business is Miss Daisy's All Natural. I like to keep everything all natural. So I don't use dyes. I don't use fillers. I don't use preservatives. But these TrueSense that I get from this company, they take essential oils and they blend them to make a specific smell. Or I'll just use essential oils by themselves. Granted, you do have to use a lot when you're mixing with soy wax, but it's just better. It's better for you. Soy wax is better for you. It burns slower. It's softer. And I use all cotton wicks, 100% like cotton wicks. And so that burns slower as well, because when you buy a candle from a big box store, the candle is made with paraffin wax. Paraffin wax is made with plastic.
That's not good.
Their wick is made with a zinc core, which is metal. So you're burning plastic and you're burning metal, and you're burning this in your home, and you're breathing it in, and it's just terrible.
It may smell good, but it is not good for you.
It may smell good, but it is not good for you. And like if you burn some of those candles and you go and you check your like return vent, like the
HVAC thing.
Yeah, it'll be black from those, just because if you burn a lot of them, because it's sucking in all that black smoke. And you can also see when you're burning them, you can see the black smoke just kind of like billowing off of it. That's why I'm obsessed with the soy, because you don't get the black smoke. There is smoke. There's not going to be no smoke, because where there's fire, there's smoke. But it's not like burning plastic kind of smoke. So that's
not
why.
toxic smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so how candlemaking got started, I have been obsessed with candles for as long as I can remember, probably since like middle school. I would always ask for candles for birthday, Christmas, holidays. My family thought I was nuts. I liked incense and all that weird, like new agey stuff. They thought I was real strange. And then one year, I think it was like 2014 or 15, my dad got me a candlemaking kit. And 2016, I decided to break it out. I had 2 weddings coming up back to back in that October. And I was like, I'm not buying anything. I'm going to use this box and make some candles as gifts. So I asked both of the brides to be what their favorite smells were and what their flowers were for like their bouquets. And that's what I did. I made a candle with their favorite scent, and I took like the type of flower they were using in their bouquet, and I kind of like popped it there on top of the lid, and those were the first kind of candles I made. And that's why you see now like the farmhouse candles are like still decorated. I do use smaller flowers and like little ribbons and stuff, but that's why they do have little decorations. It's kind of an homage to the original candles that I made.
Yeah.
And mason jars again with the farm theme.
Cool.
So
sticking to the roots on that one.
Yeah, that's why the farmhouse like collection favorites will always be there, because it's like it's the root of my business.
It's the base. It's the start. You always gotta know where your home is. You know?
So
know where you came from.
I say that Miss Daisy started because of my dad. So
how about that?
Yeah.
You sound like you've got a pretty sweet dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about kind of the process. So like, let's say first off, where did you say the place was you get your, what do you call them, ingredients, or is it mixture, or what's
those scents specifically come from a place called Candle Science that's based out of South Carolina.
Okay.
So it's close-ish.
Cool.
The wax I get comes from the same place, but they comes from soybean farms out in Kentucky. So it's also kind of close.
Nice.
So everything I get is very regional. I'm not ordering stuff that comes from like Nevada or California or overseas. Like I will not order any products to put in my products that come from overseas or, not American, as crazy as that sounds. But it's just my thing. Like I just like the all natural, homegrown, local.
Well, it's a good vibe.
Yeah.
All the way around.
I've even looked into what it would take to like grow your own soybeans and then turn them into like soy wax flakes or pellets, and that's just a whole nother monster.
I can imagine.
You got to buy like presses and squeegees and
oh boy.
Yeah, there's a whole.
It's like a manufacturing company.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No. So you get your product in, and then what? So that how does that process look as far as candle making?
So I have a big like fat cauldron looking thing that has a spigot on the front. I will fill it up all the way with as much dry wax as I can fit in there. I turn it up to about 200 degrees till it melts everything all the way till it's nice. I call it the liquid gold stage. Because when I get in the wax, it's white, but when you melt it, it like turns like legit like a gold color. And melt it all the way down, turn it back down to like 180. There's a lot of science behind it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and then I just kind of like measure it out for what I need. I have a big like stainless steel pitcher. I have like 4 of them, and then a scale. And then just sit on there and I like measure out. And then you do essentially 1 ounce of oil, like scented oil, to 1 ounce of wax. And then you just kind of like play from it. So say I need I'm doing 1 of this 8-ounce candle right here. So it'll take 6 ounces of liquid wax, which would take about ½ ounce of fragrance oil, and then you kind of mix it together, and you got to make sure the temperature is right before you pour it, or it may not smell right when you go to burn it. It may not set right or settle right. There's a lot of science behind it. A lot of people that are just like, oh, I make candles, or oh, I can make that, or oh, I'll buy that from the store. Like, all right, well, you go ahead and you try that.
You should see the room in my house. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of trial and error at the beginning, and a lot of like, well, no one wants to buy this. Nobody likes this. No one wants to buy this. And now I'm just like, I can't keep candles in stock at this point.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So, do you have a favorite candle thus far?
So when people ask me that, it shows. I will send them straight to the Colorado birch candle, because I went to Colorado in 2007 and 17, and I loved the way the state smelled. It just smelled earthy. It smelled like trees and mountains. So that candle kind of embodies that state. And whenever anyone asks me my favorite, I always go to that. But technically, they're all my favorites. I don't make a candle that I don't like.
Sure.
I do make the gamer candle, which is a little funky. It smells like pizza and Mountain Dew.
No way. Get out of here. That is so awesome.
It's so weird and funky, and it's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. But other people love it, so I still make it.
It sells, yeah.
Yeah, it goes in the mandel line. That's one of the mandels that I make.
Okay.
So.
Mandel.
Yeah, man candle.
Mandel. Okay. See, have you trademarked that name yet?
No, a lot of people actually use that name.
Okay. All
I
right.
thought I was clever when I came up with it one night, but then I looked into it and I was like, oh yeah, a lot of other people use it too. Okay, cool.
Thanks again to Tia Armstrong with Property Place Solutions, brokered by EXP, for sponsoring this episode. Be sure to reach out to her on her socials at Tia Armstrong, or give her a call at 615-497-5336. If you're interested in sponsoring an episode, please reach out to me directly via email at yourvibespodcast@gmail.com. Thanks again for listening, and always remember, stay vibey, my friends.